Hi Collective, it's Fred again. We're going to do a Timeless Collective read, and we're going to try something a little different today. Every deck of cards is different, so every deck of cards is going to show you something different. And you can even look at the same deck of cards 1,000 times and see something different. I noticed something with this deck. This is the What's the Tea, What's the Vibe deck. That if I read a certain way, it seems to come to me a lot clearer, but I haven't ever done it out loud because it involves moving the cards pretty fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 5 cards, and then I'm going to get 5 to clarify, and then we're just going to see what happens when I start. I have shuffled these cards a couple of times, but I know that most people like it when they see you do that. So this is such a big deck, I have to shuffle it twice. And then we'll cut it, and then I'll shuffle that. Oh, we've got one upside down here, Healing. I'll go ahead and pull that one out. Right, because nothing is ever a coincidence. And I'm going to run these out, excuse me, one stack at a time. Spirit, can you give us our first 5 cards, please? Collective Timeless read. What does my collective need to know? Healing. So this is your energy. Looks like somebody's doing a yoga pose and burning some candles. Cutting ties in reverse. Freedom. Standing up and awaken in reverse. So we won't say much till we clarify. Missing you. Miss, wait, eager. Psychopath in reverse. Abusive. Conniving. Unpredictable. Nightlife. Striptease, gamble, Vegas. Okay, let's get some clarification cards. Spirit, trash. Waste, worthless mouse. So somebody didn't cut ties with some trash. What about this healing energy, Spirit? Miracle in reverse. Dreams come true. Get what you want. Okay. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Missing you. Tell me about this missing you, Spirit. There's a card that's flipped over in here. Apology. Arrogant, rash action, insincere. Psychopath in reverse, Spirit. So if the energy's here, it means at some point somebody puzzled. They're not puzzled about a arrogant, rash action that was insincere apology. Psychopath in reverse. Hopeful in reverse. I'm not actually gonna. Inspired, optimistic, successful. Somebody is not optimistic about a gamble. I'm going to do one more round of clarification, and there we go. Spirit clarified what I needed clarified. Blood ties, inner circle, family in reverse. Psychopath in reverse. Blood ties. miss, wait, eager, apology, arrogant. So this energy is like moving. I forgot I was on camera for a minute. You gotta forgive me. Again, I'm not used to using these ones out loud this way, but this energy is like moving in a certain way here. And psychopath in reverse or not, I'm still getting psychopath off this. And blood ties, inner circle. You cut ties with somebody in your inner circle, but they're not puzzled. So there was a insincere apology and I miss you. I don't see that being you. Could be a feminine energy. Dreams come true. Get what you want. Self-care, introspection, meditation. So you're healing, but you're waiting for something, and it's not going to happen until you cut ties with some trash, is what's... You're not cutting ties with some just really destructive people. Like, the trash card is like, it's a room that's just destroyed. Like, there was a party. There's shit laying everywhere. A trap house is what it looks like. Okay? Although you don't see any of that kind of paraphernalia around. That's, you know, what, and not that I've ever seen the inside of a trap house, but I know what one looks like. Yeah, there's just shit laying everywhere. The sheets are dirty. There's literally trash and broken bottles and shit on the floor. So somebody didn't cut ties, or my collective didn't cut ties, although, like I said, it says you're healing, but you're waiting on a miracle that isn't coming. Possibly love, because the miracle card, they're holding a heart and it's in reverse. So dreams come true, get what you want. You're not getting what you want because you're not cutting ties with like some really destructive energies. And you cut ties with somebody in your family. It looks like that was the appropriate thing to do. Nightlife, which is striptease, gamble, Vegas, hopeful in reverse, inspired, optimistic, successful. So somebody wasn't successful with like getting you to gamble or getting you involved in a nightlife talent. Born with it features personality. I noticed just a little bit ago when I was using these cards, I think this is a glass sculpture. It almost looks like a DNA strand, or that water experiment. And I believe it has to do with frequency. I could be wrong, or a certain hertz that you put through water and it makes it do the corkscrew. But I believe this is actually maybe a glass statue. Okay, so that fell out on its own. So let's see what's at the bottom here. Trapped. I'm going to flip this half over. Drinks. Liquor, coffee, tea, water. So normally I laugh, you know, depending on how this card comes out will depend on how I see it. But somebody's drinking and smoking, probably both stuck, no options, unforgiveness. They're trapped in their own unforgiveness. Keep silent, coercion, hint. They want you to shut up, or they want you to stay silent. A feminine energy. Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be really pregnant. Nurturing, mothering, gentleness. self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Somebody's having an epiphany, a light bulb moment. Orbs could be important. Somebody feels like a clown. Performance, camouflage, laugh at, revenge. Somebody feels like a clown for attempting to get revenge. They feel like a clown for running away, run away, get away, keep away, give up. This might have to do with you cutting ties, or maybe they wanted you to give up. Give up on glow up. Give up on your new opportunity. New opportunities, new careers, successful business. Give up on your glow up. The hidden truth, secrets, treasures. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is a city underwater. There's a whole city underwater. So water usually represents emotion. Okay, this isn't a city. This is like a mansion. There's a whole mansion underwater. Somebody's castle is underwater. Hidden truth. Hidden things, secrets, treasures. Tip of the iceberg. Letting go. Yeah, it's time for you to let go. Surrender, open up, give up, release. Give up, release, recharge, breathe, let go. There's 2 letting go cards. It's time to let go. Clear your mind. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. Somebody is addicted to intimacy. It's time to take back your crown, or they want to be your master. They want the crown. Owner, master, top level. They want the crown. Divine intervention. Photography. There's photographic evidence or memories. A lot of memories. There's a lot of photos in this card. There is a lot of photos in this card. I don't know. I probably haven't shown you any of these. I'm sorry. The unspoken apology, eternal regret, and drowning over your head. Overextended, rock bottom. I'm told to pick up the other deck now. So we've got drinks. Somebody's drinking. A snake. Somebody had drinks with a snake. Somebody's drinking with a snake. Somebody is a snake. Lie, poison, fertility. Somebody could have poisoned a drink. Single. Isolation, independent, alone. Somebody is alone and drinking. Isolation again. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. So do they get drunk and lie? Poison, fertility. Something happened when they were drinking, or they're drinking right now, but I feel like something happened when they were drinking. Single, isolation, independent, alone. And I feel like they're drinking right now. Drinks. It's liquor. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. It's a giant teddy bear in a room by itself. Rose, passionate love, thorns, short, intuition, sixth sense, isolation, passionate love. Every rose has its thorn. Every rose has its thorns. Isolation. Intuition, sixth sense, intuition, subconsciousness. Rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. I feel like this isolation, single, isolation, independent, alone. This isolation is self-inflicted. But for a single rose. Intuition, sixth sense, envy. Resentful, competitive, discontent. Somebody is envious of your intuition and your wisdom. Wisdom, death, sexuality, joy. They could be envious of all of those things. Your wisdom about death, sexuality, joy, taboo, limit, crime, forbidden love, curiosity. The apple is taboo. Two-faced, double life, cheater, backstabber, home, refuge, belonging, haven. Somebody is two-faced at home. Somebody is two-faced at home. That's really clear. Well, I mean, somebody is two-faced all the time, but somebody is two-faced at home. Double life, cheater, backstabber. Breakup, walking away, separation, end. So it looks like at one point there was a breakup. It shattered a mirror. No, this is a torn up photograph. What are we on? 15. Blocked. Moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. So there's a breakup. Somebody got blocked. Somebody missing you. Let's talk reunion. There was a party. They want to have a party. There was a party. Longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. Running away, escape, denial, excuses. Thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. So somebody uses their addictions to escape. It's an excuse because they're missing somebody that blocked them during a breakup, and they're two-faced at home. Boundaries. That's probably your energy right there. Boundaries. So you have boundaries, you're nurturing. Or you need to put up boundaries. This says disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. Boundaries. Somebody's drawing a line in the sand in this photo. Nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, giving back. Reconciliation. So, mentorship, wisdom, giving back. Reconciliation, independence, burning bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turning back on, daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusional, hopes and dreams, rest, pause, journey, new beginning. There's the new beginning, clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways, divine timing. So this was all in divine timing. In divine timing, it was time to lose your old ways. You needed rest. You needed rest before a new beginning, and there's palm trees here and a coffee cup. So you shut the door on a dead relationship or a clingy ex, which is, dead relationship. Head in the clouds, delusional, hopeless and dreaming. People thought you were delusional for your lack of trust. Disloyal, turning back on. You had to burn some bridges. It happens, and become independent. For this reconciliation, nurturing. Somebody's trying to, understanding, concession. Enough is enough, defend yourself. Thrills, bad decisions, addictions, boundaries, running. Street. Circulation, sports, exhibit. Go sports, go. My nose is itching. Emotions, worries, fears. So somebody's emotions, worries, and fears are circulating or were circulating. Street. Word on the street is somebody's emotional, they worry too much, and they live in fear. But that doesn't look like the case in the picture. This chick is walking on like some pillars out by the ocean. She doesn't look emotional or worried or fearful, so that's A bit of a mixed signal. Hope, wish, expectation, desire. Maybe somebody wished for you to be emotional, worried, and fearful. Some forgotten person, core, past person, old friend. A meet by chance, love at first sight, a crush. Antisocial. Commitment. In your feelings, silent treatment, left out. So somebody made a commitment, an oath to leave you out. Twin flame. Oh, it was your twin flame. Now they're tormented. No people, the end, opportunities, empty room. They're in an empty room. They're tormented in an empty room. Anxiety, bondage, depression, trouble. Twin flame friendship, romantic partner. Somebody took an oath to leave you out in your feelings, silent treatment. Somebody got left out of an oath, or it looks like they took an oath to leave you out. Tormented, empty room, messages, communication records, call records, instant messaging. Unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Somebody is suffering in silence, lust, greed, sipping. Gossip about their greed by any means necessary. Lust, inconsiderate. They're salty. Or there's rumors about them being salty and masked, hidden, concealing deception. So hiding legal issues, lawyers, court paperwork, paranoid, caution, insecure, guarded, chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall, today. Good vibes, now in the moment. Hopeless. So they're hopeless today because you're okay. Chaos, upheaval, disaster. They're paranoid because it's coming back. Caution, insecure, guarded about legal problems. Exhausted in reverse, burnt out. Pets in the upright. Empty in reverse, burdened in reverse, burnt out in reverse, exhausted. Pets. Your pets could be helping you heal, or a pet. Let's see what's under this photography. So a lot of memories. Oh yeah, trapped. Yeah, Unspoken apology. Eternal regret. Drowning. Over your head, overextended rock bottom. Somebody's drowning. But there's a light. Cool down, calm, pause, solidification. I feel like something's solidified. Archangel Michael, protection, prevention from harm, divine intervention. So this was divine intervention. And somebody is sorry. Oh shit, this is on a tombstone. I am sorry. Somebody wants to apologize to somebody who's gone. I'm sorry. Uninvited guest, surprise, accident, big change, moment of decision. Uninvited guest. Somebody had an uninvited guest. They needed to make a decision. There's consequences for bad choices and games, mixed signals. Lost loved ones, memories, elder, nightfall. Somebody lost some loved ones. There's a tombstone here, lost loved ones. There was laughter. And there's shattered, broken, nightmares, failure, laughter, happiness, joy, healing. Somebody laughed at somebody. Or somebody can't stand your laughter, or your laughter hurts them. your happiness, your joy, deep thinking, remember, solve puzzles, code word, chew, chew, deep thinking. Somebody is thinking deeply about this toxic drama, arguments, incompatibility. Somebody's thinking deeply about some toxicity, roll the dice, a risk they took, take a chance, a leap of faith. So toxic, risk, unknown, puzzle, illusion, confusion. There's that chew, solve puzzles, unknown, puzzle, illusion, confusing. There's like some yellow lights and a red light and a green light. So mixed signals again. Where was that? Mixed signals. Roll the dice. I don't even remember where that was, but yeah, mixed signals. Somebody's trying to stay in the shadows, or they tried to keep this toxicity in the shadows. Drama, arguments, incompatibility. Take a risk, a leap of faith. Somebody could have gambled. Unknown, puzzle, illusion, confusing, mystery. Karmics, third parties, haters, lessons learned. Distance, divorce, ghosted, separation. Okay, so you separated from some karmics. Possibilities, follow your dreams, make up your mind. Believe in yourself. I believe in all those things. There's like light wrapped around these people's hands. I saw that light too in a couple of different cards, but just like light. Somebody's holding her hand. I don't know. Dirty money. So there's dirty money. Money problems, work success. I always see this as dirty money. Dirty money, delay, procrastination, too busy. Somebody's too busy for a love affair. Dirty little secret, sex fixed down low. Dirty money. Dirty money. Time. Somebody doesn't have time. Love affair for a dirty little secret, unfinished business. It's not over, back and forth baggage. Somebody doesn't have time for this procrastination, delays, too busy. Dirty money. Fortune. Unfinished business. Sing. Soul. Sing praises. Performance. Somebody's putting on a performance. There's an angel. So there might be an earth angel involved. Sing. Mirror, reflection, reference, distinguish appearance. Somebody is trying to mirror an earth angel, or an earth angel is mirroring somebody. Well, earth angels are mirrors. That's kind of the way it works. Vacation, get away, relax, have fun. Go hang gliding, shadow, the other side, coexist, reverse side, change, transformation, newborn, evolution. So, shadow, vacation, a narcissist, slips into his shadow on vacation. Get away, relax, have fun. Yeah, like it changes into his shadow side. Egotistical, opportunist, fragile, narcissist. Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. Smell the roses, slow down. Take some you time, get out in nature. Oh, okay. So, affairs, mistress. There's a masculine energy. Wishful thinking that a narcissist will change from their shadow side. Go on vacation. Wishful thinking that a narcissist would change. They slip into their shadow side on vacation. Spirit also wants you to go on vacation. It says, though, mistress, third party, masculine energy, authority ascending, level up, promotion, progress, smell the roses. Smell the roses. Deja vu. Somebody stressed out over the law again. An investigation. Explore, research, looking for somebody established, secure, and wealthy, harmony, talent. Okay. That was interesting. Somebody wants you to shut the hell up. They want you trapped. Or somebody is trapped. Trapped. Keep silent, coercion, hint. Feminine energy. Somebody's pregnant. Answered questions. Untapped talent. Joker, laugh at revenge. Performance. This clown is still performing. Run away. Glow up. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's time to let go. Clear your mind. Breathe. Intimacy is about mutual respect. Okay, that was crazy. I honestly don't know if I'm going to post this one. I'm not sure what I would title it other than you're not going to get what you want until you cut ties with some trashy energies who are throwing fake apologies at you. They are not confused as to why you cut ties. They are not hopeful about getting you to go out and party. That's what it looks like. Insincere apology. They want you to miss them. They want you waiting. Be right here waiting. Waiting. Okay. Somebody needs to cut ties. Red string could be important. Eating disorders could be important. I say that because many years ago I learned some things about eating disorders, and red string tied around your wrist is like a code to each other. I'm sure it has other meanings too. That's just what I was getting off that card. I don't know why. And I'm not sure it matters in the grand scheme of things, but somebody could have an eating disorder. And they don't want you to see them. And they're not cutting ties. They don't want you to see that they're not cutting ties with some trashy energies. They don't want you to see that. That's why there's a hood over. Cutting ties. There could be cuts on their hands. Oh, I'm getting some dark stuff off this card. Okay, I'm not going to go there. Yeah, if you want what you were trying to manifest, which was apparently love, you're going to have to cut ties with some toxic people. I also did see some energies in there that were ascending. So I don't know if I should end this. I don't know. It just seems unfinished. What about this situation are we missing? Spirit, what do you have left for me to tell them? And the pause is deafening, but hold on. This is what I was told to grab. Let's see what's going on here. So what do we need to know? Who is this? Who's involved here? Spirit. Who's involved here? I'm sure I've said this, but when I clean the energy, I clean all the cards because I never know which ones I'm going to grab. Who's involved here, Spirit? Serial killer. Serial killer. It came out in reverse. What's it say on the side of it? It's funny, it almost looks like SpongeBob, but I can't read it. Okay, so serial killer in reverse. I'm not sure why that energy is there at all, but okay. Except somebody looks real unhappy. Wet. Toilet paper hoarder. Okay. Even the toilet paper looks wet. Toilet paper hoarder. So if this means anything to you, then this is your read. Influencer wannabe in reverse. Or at the very least on the fence. Oh, that's funny. I met a guy that looked like this once. This is like a surfer. So influencer wannabe. Okay. Somebody doesn't want to be an influencer, or they're not a wannabe. Doesn't want to be an influencer. Serial killer in reverse. Laundry mountain climber. Somebody needs to do their fucking laundry. We're going to take that wannabe influencer and we'll reverse. Retail therapy guru. Somebody who likes to shop. Somebody who hoards toilet paper. Somebody who does not want to be an influencer and does not do their laundry and shops too much. Okay. Somebody could like the color pink. There's a lot of pink here. Snooze button samurai. So somebody doesn't get up early. This clock says 7:05. Okay. Snooze button samurai. Maybe somebody doesn't eat cereal. Meditation mishap. Oh, somebody, yeah, they can't meditate. Their mind is... Oh, wow, they manifested some really bad shit. Like some really bad shit. This person could have called on some demons. Yeah, I hate to get so dark. I was seeing that in another card in that other deck before I stopped. But if you could see the detail in this picture... Somebody... What is this? Somebody manifested this? They don't... Toilet paper hoarder, snooze button, samurai. Somebody manifested all this shit? Procrastination master. Yes. Somebody is manifesting some really bad shit here for you, or trying to. Toilet paper hoarder. Professional binge watcher. So somebody could be binge watching you. What about retail therapy guru? What is this? Somebody wanted you to spend too much money? Mansplainer extraordinaire. Okay, so this is a dude. Okay, all right. Well, there's a dude in the picture manifesting there too. Professional binge watcher. Yeah, somebody's like mansplaining extraordinaire. Procrastination master. What is this? Meditation mishaps. So somebody, like I said, is manifesting a bunch of shit for themselves and most likely you. Do-it-yourself disaster, conspiracy theorist. Wow. I can't believe it. All of these are falling around this manifestation card. Emoji overuser in reverse. So maybe somebody old school. Foodie, photographer. And that fell face down. Somebody could want to be a foodie photographer. Foodie photographer. Somebody could be a foodie. Tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. Foodie photographer. Emoji overuser. Serial killer in reverse. Somebody doesn't want you to communicate with other people. Emoji overuser. Yeah, no winkies, no smileys, no waves, no, none of that shit. I don't want you to communicate with people. Okay, all right. So I hope that helped. The human GPS. You never know. You never appreciate a good navigator until you have a bad one. Gym rat. Somebody who knows their way around. Drama queen. The human charger. Some drama queen wants to use you as a human charger. They want to tie up your mind. Inbox zero hero. Trying to chase her. Delivery app devotee. Look at these two cards. Can you see that? So some drama queen. It's in the background. Is yoga pretzel. The human charger. They want to use you as a human charger. They want to get your mind all fucked and tied in knots and shit. Inbox zero hero. They don't want you to communicate with anybody. This is a trend chaser. Somebody wants to be queen. Delivery app devotee. Somebody drinks a lot of fucking coffee. A lot of takeout coffee and maybe Chinese. Plant parent. Meme lord. That's funny. It's a chubby guy. Roommate diplomat. So the cookie's cut in half. Awkward dancer. Somebody. Awkward dancer. lady. Zoom meeting survivor. Autocorrect victim. Selfie fail. Chronic multitasker. Somebody drinks way too much. And their heart is cold. All right, I'm done here. Shit's getting weird. Okay, so I believe somebody was manifesting all this shit for you or trying to. Foodie photography could be really important. That fell on the floor face down, so somebody does not want you to know that. That's generally if the card falls face down, it's because somebody doesn't want the information to come out. Somebody could have called on some really dark shit to manifest some shit for you, but it didn't work. So, mansplainer extraordinaire. Somebody else could spend too much money. They could be a mansplainer. They could say you spend too much money. They could want you to spend too much money. Professional binge watcher. So somebody, influencer wannabe in reverse. Somebody could be an influencer. Toilet paper hoarder. Serial killer. Mills. That is a box of cereal. That's crazy. Okay, well, that was interesting. I don't know if it clarified anything for you, but maybe. I just thought we'd give it a shot and see how I did just reading the cards. I do it, you know, in my head I can flip through them and I get a pretty general idea of the energy pretty fast, especially these cards are so self-explanatory most of the time. And then important details will obviously be pointed out, but I'll have to rewatch it and see how it goes before I decide whether or not I post it. I didn't want it to be this long. 48 minutes. Yeah, this one will probably just go on YouTube if it gets put up at all. I love you, Collective. I hope you have a great day.